Hello, everyone. Welcome to NTF1, where no one talks F1. Um, this is an exciting new series I'm going to be starting where I'm just going to go over the F1 news, gossip, race results. I'll probably do it after every race week. We'll see how that goes. But today we're going to be talking about the Azerbaijan Baku Grand Prix, and kind of crazy, kind of a crazy one, kind of a hectic race. Uh, Max Verstappen with the win. And championship leader Oscar Piastri had probably the worst race weekend of his whole career. I mean, that was pretty that was pretty rough. That was not great by him. He crashed in practice, false started and stalled the car at the start, and then crashed like four turns later. So definitely, Oscar's definitely gonna want to put this in the back of like deep, deep in the back of his memory and just forget about it and just try to move on and be better. I mean, I'll go through the top 10 right now and talk about a couple things, how I thought the race went, and what the championship battle is going to look like, because that's an interesting topic for conversation. P10, Isaac Hadjar, earning himself 1 point. He started. Ooh, good question. Where did he start? He started at eighth. So he started ahead of the two Ferraris. So, I mean, it makes sense. The Ferraris overtook him. It's not that surprising or shocking. It's like, whatever. P9 was Leclerc. I thought he qualified bad because I mean he was pushing it in qualifying. He crashed, is what it is, I guess. But I thought he did pretty decent yesterday. Well, 2 days ago as I'm filming, I thought he did pretty good on race day. Uh, and just at the end, swapped places with Lewis because Lewis was on fresher tires, and yeah, I mean it just didn't work out for Lewis in the end, but it is what it is. Lewis in eighth, good recovery drive from his not great qualifying. Is quite poor qualifying. Yeah, I mean, he was within like 2 seconds, not even two. He was within DRS to Norris for a bit, but he just, yeah, I mean, these cars, it's hard to get around. They're like boats, basically. Lando in P7 is super surprising. When he qualified P7. He didn't move a single spot from where he qualified, which I thought he was going to get at least two or three places. But I mean, the McLaren just lacked a bit of pace, and both both McLaren drivers are pretty poor this weekend. I can't lie. But yeah, um, Yuki Tsunoda in sixth. That's his best result with Red Bull, which is awesome for him. I mean, he's a guy driving for his career now, basically. Yeah, not basically. He's driving for his career now, so he's got to just lock in basically and just try to tell Red Bull that hey, I deserve this place, and I think today was a really good showing by him. I mean, he kept back both Ferraris and Lando for the whole race, so that was awesome. And I mean, another guy driving like his life depends on it, his career does depend on it. Liam Lawson, P5. He started P3, which is again crazy. Qualifying P3 in a Racing Bulls is amazing. And P5, honestly, probably the best result. I mean, he was 12 seconds behind Kimi. I don't really remember anything happening with him either, so he kind of just performed to the car's ability. And Kimi qualified fourth and finished fourth, and I thought he did pretty good. I thought he was going to get science, to be honest, but he kind of just stayed within 1.8 to 2 seconds for the whole time, and then kind of fell off a bit at the end. But yeah, Kimi had a pretty strong weekend, I think. This is good for him. He needs this. He needs this as a bounce back and a boost of confidence. So, yeah, I mean, biggest surprise, obviously, Carlos Sainz getting third in a Williams is awesome. Qualifying second as well. I mean, I thought he was going to stay on pole. I was kind of hoping that he was going to get pole, but I'm happy with Max getting pole too because I like Verstappen a lot. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, wow. Sainz getting third and a Williams is not, it was not on my bingo card, I can tell you that. I mean, definitely did not expect that. I feel like if anyone thought a Williams was going to get it based off this year, it would definitely been Albon because I mean Albon 70 points in a Williams is really really good, and Sainz before this would have had 16 points. So I believe yeah, Sainz before this would have been 18th or 19th. So great great result for Sainz. Really happy for him. Russell. George Russell's like so hilarious in my opinion. He just no matter what, he kind of just ends up there. He's just there. That's George Russell really. He pretty quiet weekend. I don't even think he had to overtake Sainz. Sainz pit before Russell overtook him. So overall, Russell just kind of did what he had to do. That's what George Russell does. He does the job. He does the job. I mean, he does it pretty well. I'd say he does it quite well. And yeah, I mean, it worked out for him this time. He got P2. And that I don't think that doesn't move him up anywhere, but P4, he's by far best of the rest besides the big three. And the main man, Max Verstappen, won on Sunday by a lot too, actually. Wow, 15 seconds. And yeah, I mean, he was Grand Slam, fast lap, led every lap, won the race. This is, I believe, sixth of his career, which is impressive as well. But man, this is really becoming interesting, I think. There's a bit of I mean, I don't think it's nailed on, but if we look at it, only 69 points between Piastri and Verstappen. And if there's one guy, one man, one driver who I think is capable of doing it, of winning all the races left, and just with obviously he needs to win all the races and a little bit of luck with Piastri and Norris, but I think he's capable of doing that. I really do. And I mean, that's kind of the main reason I'm talking about this. That's kind of the main reason for this video is can Verstappen do it? Now, shout out to Tomo F1. I was watching his video earlier, and yeah, I really agree with him, honestly. He said it's not impossible, but it's just improbable. And I just really, I think that basically is how I feel. Because I mean, if we're gonna look at it, next is Singapore. Max has never won at Singapore. The Red Bull's been pretty poor at Singapore. There's After that, there's Coda. He and Mexico. Coda Mexico, he's amazing at. So I think he'll do quite well at these two. He has a really good chance of winning at these two tracks, especially with the floor upgrades and all upgrades Red Bull have brought recently. Brazil, I don't. I feel I don't need to explain myself with Brazil. Las Vegas is an interesting one. Las Vegas will be a good race, and it's the what? Technically, it's a third last race. So I mean, let's just say 25, 25, 25, 100 points. He gets 100 points, and Piastri gets less than 100 points, obviously. But in Vegas is going to be a good important one. Same with Qatar, and I'm just excited. I'm really excited. I think this is like I don't want to say that the championship battle has been boring per se, but it's definitely not been very exciting. I feel every time they're on track together, they're too civil with each other. And honestly, it kind of just feels like obviously this isn't true. This no way I'm saying this is true. It just feels like they don't care, which I know isn't true. They have to care. They're F1 drivers. They totally care about the championship and they want to win, but it just feels like there's a lack of passion and just aggressiveness that hasn't been lacking with Verstappen in his last four consecutive driver championship wins. So I mean, yeah, if anyone can do it, I think Max can do it. And I mean, man, if he wins a fifth in a row, that puts him in easily top five, potentially top three conversations for the greatest F1 drivers of all time. I think. But, I mean, yeah, we can go down here. Look at these are the drivers' names. You can look at the race results again. Piastri, Franco, and Gasly. Alpine's just a mess, man. Only two. drivers being lapped for the same team. Yeah, I hope they need to sort their stuff out. I don't know. This is just not great. And Franco has not really been helping himself recently. And I don't know. I think he just needs to calm down, or else he might get replaced by. I believe the rumors were Paul Aaron. He's currently an F2 driver right now. So with that, that was my water bottle. Lance Stroll, 17th. This guy's just the exception, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Aston Martin's been so inconsistent with their car performances, so I wouldn't really read into this too much because considering they're both right here. So Hulkenberg, huh, Hulkenberg, since he got that podium, has not been great at all. To be honest, he's been pretty poor. But I mean, yeah, Hulkenberg, 16th, Nando, 15th. Swear he qualified 11th, dropped down a bit. I mean, the car is just pretty poor, and I'll be honest, I didn't see much of Fernando this race. Um, Ocon. Ocon had a weird start, if I recall. If I recall right, he pitted after the first one or two laps and then pit again because he broke his front wing. If that was Ocon. Yeah, it was. And I don't remember if it's because he hit the wall or was in a collision. I should know. I'm gonna have to rewatch the race. Albon. Albon, I believe, was the one in the collision with Franco, if I'm correct. And Albon, I believe Alex Albon collided with it was Franco Colapinto and he spun him right. Yes. Yes, I do remember that. Okay. And I believe he got a 5 second or 10 second penalty after that. So I mean if you I don't remember if he applied it during his pit stop or after the race, but yeah, I mean regardless, 12th or 13th. It was pretty good recovery from Albon, though. I believe what he started 19th after his crash. So after the 4 hour, oh yeah, 10 second pound penalty for causing a collision. Uh, he would have been 11th, but still, I mean, pretty good recovery drive besides the penalty. But yeah, it is what it is. Behrman crashed in qualifying as well. One of the 8 million people to crash in qualifying. Yeah, I mean, he did decent when I was watching. He did all pretty good to get 12th. Bortoleto, I mean, look at that buffer. That's a pretty big gap between 10th and 11th. But yeah, Bortoleto, I think I don't know. I don't want to say he's been rookie of the year for F1, but he's definitely not the worst. I don't think there objectively is a worst. Maybe Colapinto. But like I'd say Behrman's been impressive at points, really impressive at points. Bortoleto's been really impressive at points. Hadjar's been impressive. Kimi's been impressive. I guess if Liam Lawson's counting as rookie, he's been up or down. But I think if we're talking about the most underperforming rookie, it's probably been Cole Pinto. But yeah, that's my recap, I guess, and my thoughts about the Baku race. I need to lock in, to be honest. I want to really up the production of my videos in like the future and get a face cam, work on my editing. But I just right now, I mean, I'm a student, I'm a university student, so I don't have all the time in the world. But I'm gonna try as much as I can. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty short recap video, but I mean, I kind of nailed all the points I wanted to hit. Talked about the title race, Verstappen's chances of winning the championship. I mean, they're unlikely, but there's a path, and you can see the path. It's just all the pieces need to fall into place, and I don't know if they will. And yeah, talked about all that. Carlos Sainz, Williams on the come up. Williams, I believe, yeah, they're getting fifth for sure, which is I believe the most points they've gotten in 7 years, 9 years, I believe, which is awesome for them. I mean, first podium since 2017 was Stroll. I remember that when Stroll barely got beat by Bottas. That was an awesome race. But anywho, yeah, I mean, hope you enjoyed the NTF1. I'm gonna do more in the future, obviously, of course. Next race is in Singapore. And Singapore is going to be really, really, really important for the Drivers' Championship. And I'm excited to see how that will go. I'm expecting Max to struggle because this is like his one bogey track, but I mean, time will tell, I guess. But if Max wins here, we're really gonna have to have some conversations about Verstappen's legacy and the legacy of the two McLaren drivers if they fail to capitalize on the car they had. But yeah, I might do ratings in the future as well, but we'll see. But yeah, this is NTF1. I'm gonna drop an NTS video discussing the Premier League roundup for match week 5 and probably in the next day or two. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Yeah, I'm Noah. I talk sports, and yeah, catch you guys later. See ya.